time, evil crime story time. Man films chilling videos before doing the unthinkable. And you gonna document it and record it like it's a vlog? Let's see what happened in this one. Let's watch.
We got an employee that shot people.
He was just racist. Just flat out racist.
He posted on Facebook last night, and he came to work all weird.
Boss man makes black jokes every day. My name is Black Jerry.
But I just remember looking up, and I saw Jerry with the gun. He did one of these and pulled the trigger at my dad.
You guys. And I really hope y'all do that.
In Clinton Township, Michigan, an employee films his morning commute to work, ranting about alleged racism, bullying, and mistreatment by his coworkers. The last thing they ever expected was for him to enter the workplace armed with a gun and murder on his mind.
The kid didn't look like he had a care in the world that he just did any of that.
The following is based on official police
He didn't come around and play today, but my thing is, why go and kill them niggas, bro? If what you saying is true, and I really do believe you. I really do believe you. There is so many lawsuits you could have hit them niggas with, bro. You could have been set for the rest of your life. What? And it's in the workplace? Let's see what happens.
And the footage has never been seen before until now. On the morning of January 9th, 2018, 25-year-old construction worker Jerry Motley Jr. begins recording on his way to the office.
Right?
So, now we're recording. I'm gonna tell you, like I told these motherfuckers, like, they just did, like, outrageous, racist bullshit. It's like time and time I come into work, just racist, just flat out racist. There's no giving. Dude used the word like a million times. Boss man makes black jokes every day. My name is Black Jerry. I'm the lowest paid in the company. Been there for a year. Pretty much bullshit. And I got a best friend that works there too. So it's like, even my best friend sat there and pointed out a branch, like, oh, Jerry, which one you want to be hanged from? Him and Johnny. Like,
you trying to tell me all of these happen from your bosses and fellow employees, this harassment and discrimination and threats? And you didn't sue these niggas, my brother. You could have talked to me before you did some dumb shit like this. You could have talked to me before you did some dumb. I would have hooked you up, my brother. Everything you saying to me, I believe. I'm talking about you could have been set for life. You could have been set for life. Oh my God. That's an easy laser eye surgery and getting his teeth fixed. You don't even have to live in this state. Like, you can go wherever you want. Damn, bro. And I believe you too. I 1000% believe you. Oh, I could have got you in contact with some people. Like, damn.
Like, y'all like think like doesn't like click. Like, y'all are ignorant. Y'all just think money is the power of everything. Really, a weapon is the power of everything.
Oh.
I'm just basically saying you guys. And I really hope y'all do that.
Minutes later, Jerry arrives at his workplace. He parks his car and calmly heads toward the front door as he'd likely done every workday for the past year. But this time, tucked into a hoodie pocket underneath his jacket, is a fully loaded...
That's what I'm saying. I 1000% believe him, bro. The whole thing he just said, I believe every single case scenario. I believe that the boss is saying it. I believe that the co-workers are saying it. I believe his own damn best friend in that job is saying it. I believe him, bro. I just hate that he instead of moving with rage, he moved with rage instead of his brain, bro. And I hate that. Because if he moved with his brain, we could have been watching a whole different situation unfold. A whole big lawsuit going on. Like, now we're about to see him throw away his life. But I like
pistol.
Lock it. Where's Tom?
Shot. I don't know.
Look and see. Oh God, he is.
911. Where is your emergency?
I need an ambulance immediately at Reliable Fence. We got an employee that shot people.
Where is the person that shot him?
I don't know. We have 4 rooms back there, and when I'm in the locked room. I need
Okay.
police and I need an ambulance staff.
Okay, where I have everybody coming. Where is the victim?
He's right next to me, and I don't know who else
Okay,
he
is he-
shot. Who else did he
All right,
shoot?
is he breathing?
Yes, he's breathing.
Okay, where is he shot?
In the chest.
Okay, do we have anything to put on the wound?
He's got his glove against it now.
Okay.
Just stay still.
You-
Is that shot?
All right, who's the person?
He shot my brother. I have two people shot.
Okay, where's the other?
Brother, he's trying to leave. I need police now.
The dispatcher requests information about the suspect's car, but the woman on the line is unable to answer as
Who's that
someone
walking up?
delivers a crushing confirmation.
You mean my brother's shot?
Ma'am, take okay, ma'am, take a deep breath. Ma'am, we have everybody coming, okay? Ma'am, somebody get on the phone with me, please. Ma'am, hello? Ma'am,
That's a
hello?
hard 25.
As more calls
Wow, and there goes the confirmation. Everything that man said wasn't a lie. Everything that man said wasn't a lie. Oh, we could have had a totally different outcome, Jerry.
reach dispatchers, they're able to learn from other employees that the suspect fled the scene in a gray Saturn.
It's a black male. He works with us. I don't know. He posted on Facebook last night, and he came to work all weird.
Okay. Listen, we got everybody coming to help you. Take a deep breath. What's his name?
Jerry Motley.
He shot Tom? What the? I have one
Conscious
person
and
that's
breathing?
conscious and breathing that shot. He's being
Okay. All right, and what about the other person?
Other person's on the ground, looks like he's dead.
The Clinton Township Police Department arrived to the shocking aftermath of Jerry's rampage. One victim, Angelo Joe McCauley III, was treated by paramedics at the scene and transferred to McLaren Hospital with multiple gunshot wounds. In a back office, the business owner, 61-year-old Thomas Edward Batke, was found face up on the tile floor in a pool of blood, with a fatal gunshot wound to the head. The murder weapon, a semi-automatic pistol, was found near his legs, containing 7 unspent rounds. Several employees were brought into the police station and asked to describe for detectives exactly what happened.
We all gather in Tom's office in the morning to find out what we're doing for the day, and just kind of bull talk and see what's going on. And Jerry was just acting really weird this morning.
In what way? Was he not talking to people?
No,
He normally does.
No, yeah, just not talking. And his buddy Jeff in the other room was like his best friend. And Jeff said hi to him, and he's like, and just walked away, just mumbled something, and walked away. I'm like, okay, that's weird. Well, anyways, we're all in Todd's office to find out what's going on, and all of a sudden we're like,
This is a serious video, and I don't know how deep y'all are in onto TikTok, but he looks like a boy. Jerry looked like a boy. If you know who a boy is on TikTok, look him up. Or don't. Where the sound go? Oh.
the back door open, and then Jerry walks out like this.
All that bullying.
Jerry pulls a gun out and says, "You motherfucker, I told you stop with me." Blam, shots once.
I've been to shooting range. I know what it smells like when you shoot a gun. I'm like, what the? He shot Angelo. You can hear Angelo hit the ground.
Lori, the deceased owner's sister, described what happened next.
I can play it in my mind. Into my view came Angelo, and he's like this, and he goes, "My God, that hurts." And Jerry was there, and I said, "What the hell? What's going on?" Because I heard the sound. Was a cat gun, firework? I mean, never in a million years. And he turned and he went this way through the door, and the door slammed and boom, boom against the door. And I was trying to push against the door, and I couldn't. I'm like, "What is going on?" Because I could hear it all against the door.
When he shot Joe, he was still going after Joe. He didn't have any intentions on going in the office because he was walking past the office. Okay. And I think that's when Dylan was right there and jumped on him. But when he was walking past the office, I could have sworn I heard him say, "I'm sick of this bullshit."
Employee Dylan then attempted to stop Jerry from firing the gun again.
I grabbed both of his wrists and threw him up against the wall, and I couldn't hold him forever, and I knew that. I held him for about 20 seconds, and then he found a way into the office, and Tom, at the time my boss, the second guy that got shot, he was trying to lock the door.
It was then that Jeff jumped in to help, but the struggle spilled over into the owner's office.
They moved into the office, and he still had the gun, And I looked, and my dad
snaggled like a
some strap was on,
motherfucker.
and my dad saw that, and he wants to grab his arm and try to get control of it so no one else got shot. And then I saw that, and they were leaning on my dad's desk. So I jumped on Jerry, and I put him in a chokehold. And I don't know.
I wish he would have just gathered hella proof and sued the fuck out of them. I know. But see, this is why you just cannot mess with people, because not everybody's in their right mind, bro. Okay? Y'all want to be racist, y'all want to be funny or whatever. You don't know who's in their right mind. See, a bitch like me, I would have sued the fuck out of all of y'all. I'm talking about every single one of y'all great. Everybody in your fucking lineage would never see a fucking dime a day in y'all fucking life. Okay? Be racist and funny with me, go ahead. A bitch like me. But y'all picked and tormented this man, and now he snapped. And this is what happened, bro. And he thought with his emotions instead of his head. And, you know, unfortunately, like, he chose the wrong choice and used used murderous force on people.
Where my dad was, I know he was in there somewhere, but I just remember looking up and I saw Jerry with the gun. He did one of these.
I'm
pulled
sorry,
the trigger
I
at my
see
dad.
his teeth.
Then after that, Jerry had the gun like this, and he shot it at the wall, and then he ended up dropping it. I don't know if it was because I was still choking him, so I don't know if he was losing consciousness. Then after that, him and Jeff just fell to the ground in the doorway. And I remember looking up to the right, and I just saw my dad laying there. I could tell he was almost passed out because he started gagging. I kind of let off because I didn't want to kill him, you know what I mean? But I sat there telling him, I was like, you just killed my dad. Because I knew right away when I saw him laying there that there was no...
Did he say anything after you said that?
No.
Did he?
No, I got up. Since I was the first one to get up, I walked out front because I didn't know what to do. Because I deep down I knew what happened, but I didn't know what to do.
It was then that Jerry, just as casually as he entered, made his way back to his car. However, he didn't make it far. Just 1 mile down the road from the business, Jerry lost control of his vehicle, slamming into the rear of a flatbed truck. Despite not wearing a seatbelt, he survived and was seen by the truck driver crawling out of a shattered window, fleeing.
Jerry! You ain't even turned the corner! Jerry! You didn't even... Bro, you
on foot.
Well, Stan.
And it's just crazy because, like, this morning I was asking what was wrong with Jerry, and, you know, Jeff told me, did you read his Facebook status?
The night before the shooting took place, Jerry took to Facebook, leaving a cryptic post that hinted something dark was lingering in his mind. He detailed...
I'm gonna read it my damn self. Money doesn't mean anything to me. Why respect is more important since you like to throw dirt on my name, make me look bad. It's not cool. Y'all laugh in 2017. I cried in 2017. You can't talk to another human being like that. Are you dumb? Do you not know by now not to call me by my government name? Huh? No, by not calling me my government name. Lol. BJ, Black Jerry. Really, come on, people. Let's highlight this. I do have a government name, goes by Jerry Motley. Every time I turn around, I'm always getting blamed for something. What do you expect? You are a disgrace to two white people because...
Leaving a cryptic post that hinted something dark was lingering in his mind. He detailed several incidents, writing,
"Are you dumb?
You can't talk to another human being like that." Then stating, "I put up with it for a year, no more."
Like, I was reading it, and it was just like all the people that gave me a hard time and this, and that, and I think he's talking about Joe.
Was there a history of Joe giving him a hard time? I mean, that you saw.
All right. Joe has done a lot of things to everybody. Okay. He's grabbed me by my neck and, you know, choked me up one time at a job.
Joe the owner?
No, he's a worker.
Okay.
You ain't sue that
grabbed
motherfucker?
the owner's son by his neck and choked him up just for stupid little bickering arguments, and he's done it to Jeff. And he always picked on Jerry.
Angelo is kind of a bully, really, honestly. He'll, like, flick cigarettes at you, he'll throw at you, he'll just do all types of stuff to, like, kind of tick you off. Right. And picks on Jerry.
I wish y'all would try to
I could see
check.
why he was the first one shot.
According to the owner's son, there may be a reason Joe hasn't yet been fired, despite the allegations of abuse by his co-workers.
Sounds like Joe's a big dude. He's not small.
Mm-hmm.
Is he that meathead? Is he that guy that's got to pick on everybody, flick cigarettes at everybody, call names?
Oh, yeah.
Has he been there a long time? Worked for your dad?
Yeah, 17 years.
Wow.
My dad's known him since diapers. He's best friends with his dad. That's why, I mean, Joe's caused fights around there in the past 7 years I've been there. Me and him butted heads a few times.
Does he keep his job because of the relationship between your dad and his dad?
Oh, yeah.
Why I think he shot Tom is because nothing happened. We've brought to Tom's attention that Joe is... Nobody likes Joe there. Everybody will tell you that.
But you gotta understand, if y'all are saying we don't like Joe, Jerry is getting y'all, we don't like Joe times 5 because he's black. You know what I'm saying? Times 10 because he's black.
That's Joe here. We tolerate him.
Not saying I agree with Jerry shooting up the place, but I'm pointing out the fact.
He's with everybody. You know, he's just a cocky dude, you know? Just thinks his don't stink.
In part of Jerry's recording, filmed prior to the shooting, he made it clear why Joe was a target.
And Joe, the reason I shot Joe because you're just ignorant. You're the mixture of racist and ignorant. Always constantly yelling at me, telling me to do. I done did everything that you said, but you're still crying about everything. Saying that I ain't worthless, what the hell am I doing in this company? You sat there and antagonized me that one day, and I told you to stop. Like, man, you got me done. Then the boss man's gonna defend you.
Have people gone to the owners about Joe and said, hey, things you gotta stop? I mean, he's basically an asshole.
Yeah, the last time, like the last situation Joe had with somebody was with me, is when he grabbed me up on my neck one time, and I told Tom, look, I'm either gonna quit, or you need to tell Joe like you're gonna do something for him, like get him help, and you know, Tom told me I'm gonna tell Joe to take anger management. I said, you know what, all right, I'll get over it. We're all family. We all gotta work together.
We're not family.
We gotta put roofs over our heads. That was it.
After wounding Joe, killing Tom, crashing his car, and fleeing on foot, Jerry was quickly apprehended when a Roseville police detective saw him running into a subdivision and successfully tackled him to the ground. He was then handcuffed by an officer with the Fraser Police Department, who later returned him to the custody of Clinton Township. He now sits with detectives, who will hear a haunting confession regarding his motives for the brutal attack.
I got the job through my best friend. Okay, my best friend is Jeff. Pretty sure you talked to him. But it just, something just didn't really feel right. Like, cause then he started completely being that whole, just screaming and yelling at me.
He gotta fit in.
Oh, you're stupid, you're dumb, you're worthless. The way he was acting towards me, and he was like, you would never get a raise here, you're just a piece of and you're and this, every time we get in an argument, he reverts back to racism, and it's like I'm at a losing chance, and then whoever's with him, they're tagging along, they're laughing at the joke, so I'm just like a target, and it's just a constantly target every single day of my life.
Jeff, who explains he's known Jerry since high school, admits there was name-calling at the job site.
You know, there are times where, you know...
Ooh, I wasn't expecting that voice.
Swings back and forth, you know.
No, it wasn't back and forth.
Or whatever, you know, or you know, he might say something about being white or something, you know. Everybody, even him, would shoot shots back. You know, it's just guys being guys. And then, like with me,
he said, he would say, oh, white people can't dance, and we would say, hey, black nigga, go outside and pick a fucking tree branch to hang from, bitch. And so, you know, it's just guys being guys, you know. You know what I'm saying? It's just guys being guys. No.
Me and him, our relationship, he technically is one of the whitest.
This is why I don't do it. This is why I don't do it, bro. This is why I don't do it, bro. This is why. Never be the, I'm black, so I can only speak for black people, okay? Get mad about the video. I don't give a damn. Never be the black person that white people or any other race can say like, oh, but you're the good one, or you're not even like black. You're like white. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you're one of the good ones. Never be that black person. At the end of the day, especially when you're dealing with niggas like these, they still think about you like how they think about the race as a whole in their ignorant ways.
Black people I know. He doesn't really like his kind either, per se. I mean, I guess you'd say back in the day.
Like, how that nigga just say he don't even really like his kind either.
He kind of
his kind.
Like his kind either, per se.
He don't even really like his kind. He thinks we are kind. Never be that person. Do not pander to be accepted. Don't do it, bro. Do not do it, bro. You know what let me tell you what happened. Jerry wanted to fit in. He wanted friends. He wanted to fit in. It's white people all around him. They joshing on black people, saying whatever about black people. Yeah, I don't really like how they do that too. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say whatever to fit in. I gotta follow whatever to fit in. Now they think, oh, like he like a white, but like he's not even like black people. Like he don't even like y'all kind either. He's a good one. Until they turn that attention back on you. It's always gonna turn back on you if they have that mindset. It's always gonna turn back on you.
I mean, I guess you'd say back in the day, he kind of acted like it didn't really offend him as much, when we were younger,
In parts of the recording made before the shooting, Jerry speaks directly to his best friend, Jeff.
Jeff, let me tell you something. You are the most his best friend ever.
And I will say, I am speaking for experience. Okay? I'll speak first. I know I've played these games before. Okay? You don't think I was a young black girl in the world that was in a little white elementary middle school? Who was around me? What I gotta do to fit in? Let some of them remarks fly by. You gotta wake up, bro. I had to wake the fuck up. I'm calling these people my best friends. I had to wake the fuck up. I woke the fuck up quickly.
The way you treated me when I first started at that company was over.
Thankfully, while I was still in my child years, but you gotta wake the fuck up, y'all.
Rage. Jumping around in the state truck, screaming, Nick. Jerry, you ain't never gonna be.
I noticed it. That's why I was trying to hold him.
My car broke down, so you had to come and get me. You just harassed me every single day. You harassed me about getting my car. When are you ever gonna get your car? I don't want to drive you. And all this other bullshit. If you ain't want to drive me, you ain't have to drive. But there's no point. I just sat there and you just screamed and yelled at me. It's like, yeah, I'm the boss of you and all this other bullshit. I can't believe you.
Don't get me wrong, we all joke around. It's a construction work. It's a bunch of guys.
Right.
It's not joking around.
You're an idiot, excuse my language, or whatever. Everybody picks on everybody.
All of my friends are Caucasian. All of them.
That's the problem.
Like I never in my life has been treated in a racial way really that bad.
That's your problem, brother. And I hate to tell you right now, these two right here aren't gonna get it. They not gonna get it, bro. I'm sorry. It's just some things you just can't get if you not in it, bro. They not gonna get it. They not gonna get it. Am I excusing your behavior? No. But that's why I say you should have sued. You had a great case.
And it's like, it's not fair. And it's like, I even thought about like, maybe I should quit. But something inside of me was like, no, they can't get away. They can't get away with this. Like, this is not right. Y'all already broke through. Like, oh my God, it's nerve-wracking. Just thinking about it, like, it's like, how do you treat another human being so bad and expect him to be perfectly fine with it when it's a constant thing when he told y'all multiple times to stop?
Jerry points to the nickname Black Jerry as a source of resentment. But employee Dylan shares their reasons for addressing him this way.
We do call him Black Jerry, but it's not because we're trying to be racist.
It
We
is.
have multiple Jerrys that work with us.
Okay.
Kind of just the easiest way.
I've played these games before. It is. I played these games before. It is.
And he never told us that he didn't like it, so.
I'm the only black person there. And like I kind of like tried to bring it up to Tom, but Tom just like brushed it off. One morning I come in and Tom, everybody's sitting there. They're just making black jokes. Oh, when you turn off the light, you're gonna see his teeth go.
I've heard that before.
I'm like, that's not funny.
I've heard that before.
And they just, no apologies, just went on about their life. Like, are you serious? Like, that's bull.
Jerry shares a more specific example of something that happened between him and Joe.
One day
I told y'all this story before. It happened to me. Picture this, middle school, baby J, white school. This is before I went to school with my people, okay? Middle school, baby J. Crush on this little white boy. Yeah, he racist. He sit behind me. It's movie day. They turn the lights off. First thing I hear my crush say. First thing I hear my crush say. I mean, I'm talking about, it was like fucking crows and what is the fucking birds that... I'm talking about all throughout the class. Where'd Jay go? Where'd Jay go? All I can see is your teeth. All I can see is your eyes. Where'd Jay? Where'd Jay? My crush leading the charge. I played these games before. Okay?
extremely pissed off, like I wasn't having a good mood. And for some reason, Tom sent me with Joe, and Joe was just being a and I was like, dude, can you just leave me alone? So I kind of got pissed off, and I went in the truck. He's hitting the window while I'm in the truck, just terrorizing me. And Jeff was like, you know he's not going to stop. I was like, he just needs to leave me alone, and he's all laughing about it, thinking it's all funny.
Outrageous, screaming at me. Oh, if I get something wrong, oh, Jay, you should already know this. You've been here for at least 2 months. I have a disability. I can't do that. I know it now that I've been there for a year. You say, oh, I'm just doing whatever Joe's doing to you. That's not right. That's some bullshit.
Multiple co-workers acknowledged that Joe was particularly harsh with Jerry, but still couldn't believe he would take it to this extreme.
Jerry was...
No, y'all don't know these people.
You know what I mean? We hung out. He was a good kid. I mean,
he was one of the good ones.
He gave him quite a bit of at work, but I mean, Jerry's a little slow. So when you tell him to do something and he doesn't do it properly, you just got to keep telling him. You know what I mean?
Okay.
My dad's, to be honest, everybody's told my dad, you know what, Jerry's a good kid, but we don't mean he's cut out for this kind of work. My dad agreed, but he didn't want to just dump Jerry off, you know what I mean? He wanted to help the kid. That's what he does with a lot of these people around here. He's trying to help all of them.
According to Tom's sister Lori, she encouraged her brother to fire Jerry, but Tom refused.
He's a little slow.
Who's that?
Jerry.
Okay.
And I said to my brother, Tony, things are getting slower, the winter season, da-da-da, you can laugh. Leave the kid alone. He needs a job. He did and you killed him?
Yeah.
Tom was great to him. You know, Tom could have canned him 6 months ago. You know what I mean? He's just the best worker all the time. You know, slow. You know, doesn't like the cold. You know, all this. So, but he was very patient with Jerry, and which is why I don't understand what.
When Tom was shot, did it look like he was the target of was Jerry's intention?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because there's 4 of us there, and he could have went off and pop all of us.
Right.
He wanted,
but
you know
he specifically got his arm in,
and
pointed at Tom, and pulled the trigger.
Yeah. Okay.
Jerry continues his confession to investigators, sharing a specific incident regarding the owner, Tom.
Tom's like started laughing, and then just turned to me. Oh, do you want to hear something funny? I'm like, not really, Tom. I really don't want to hear nothing funny. oh, if you give a black person watermelon, he can do anything that you say. As he shakes the watermelon in front of my face. So I'm like, wow.
You almost got a chuckle out of this one. He almost laughed at that. He had to start cracking his head and his fingers. That one almost got him. He almost chuckled a little bit. I seen it.
So Joe turns around after he leaves the room and tells me, oh, don't tell nobody what goes down over here.
He had to take a deep breath.
Myself like, yeah, because if I tell anybody, it's not gonna matter.
It's
showing. It didn't look like he had a care in the world that he just did any of that. And I don't know why he shot my dad. My dad was nothing but good to him. There's no way he just randomly decided to just bring that gun into work. You know what I mean? He wouldn't just do that. He's that type of kid where he has to plan it. He doesn't just go with the flow. His brain just doesn't work that way. I just don't understand what pushed him this far today.
So you can't picture a specific event in the last few days or whatever. Okay.
Detectives also wondered if this was a sudden decision by Jerry or something he'd been planning for some time.
Where did you get the gun from?
You know what he shot your mom. They all know.
Have you ever shot it before today?
Nope. Honestly, that's my first time ever shooting a pistol.
How did you find out how to use it? YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
Jerry explains he originally purchased it 4 months ago after a heated argument with Jeff when they were returning from a job site.
All the way back, like we're screaming and yelling at each other. He pulled over. He was like, your attitude is ridiculous. I hate you. And at this point, I'm already crying. I'm emotional. I don't even know what to do. I'm pissed off. Like, so I went to go talk to Tom about it. Tom was like, well, all you need to do is just listen to Jeff. I'm like, but he's screaming and yelling at me. He was like, are you doing what he's saying? I was like, but you don't have to scream and yell at me. I was like, I messed up once and he screamed and yelled at me. She was like, well, all I need you to do is listen to him. Brush it off like it wasn't nothing. So I went to the gun shop, got the gun, filled out the paper and all that. First time buying a gun. So I carried it once to work because it was the potential. But like that, I backed out because it was like, okay, maybe down the road it'll change.
Mm-hmm. Maybe things will get better, right?
Right.
I was treated unfairly. Damn, from the simple fact that you say everything about black people. You blame black people for all your problems, and you blame me for your problems. Jimmy, you ain't never gonna be nothing. Oh my God, you're a piece of... Oh, well, here you go. I know.
But as Jerry reveals, he had bigger plans than targeting just Joe and Tom.
Let me ask you this. If your plan to get back at these guys worked out perfectly, what would have happened?
100%, I probably would have been shot dead on the site.
And you would have been shot dead?
Pretty much.
Or you mean you would have shot all of them dead?
No, I had a different plan for my best friend. I would have shot my best friend in his 2 legs, make sure he couldn't walk ever again, and pretty much from there, just let it role play.
Did you want to kill everybody there but your best friend?
Pretty much everybody but my best friend.
You understand what happened today. You understand that. What you did was wrong. You know what you did was wrong.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact.
That is wrong to take a human life. You know that.
Yeah.
And you were intent on killing these people in the shop.
Yeah.
And you killed Tom, you shot him in the head, and you took 2 shots at Joe. And your intentions were to kill him too.
What were you feeling when this was going on?
In my head.
Gary had some the evilest attention.
And go after.
The evilest attention.
But due to the quick intervention by his coworker.
But it's like, there's so many different paths he could have taken. There's so many different paths he could have taken, bro. I hate that he was consumed by his emotions and decided to act with these evil ass fucking actions, bro. Cause now it's like, okay, now you're just, they get like one's dead, one shot, you scared everybody else, but, and what about your life? Like now you're just behind the bars. And this ain't probably gonna be like the other video where the fucking shooter who shot the nigga 6 times only get fucking 6 years. It's not gonna be like that video, you know what I'm saying? That lawsuit would have hit different, okay? But like, also like, this is like, when you like panhandle and you like pander to this, I don't know. I feel like he genuinely thought. I feel like for a lot of his life, he probably thought he was different too. Like in my head, I feel like for a lot of his life, he probably thought he was different too. I really do. I think he really did believe that he was different. I really do believe that he was different.
Workers, Jerry was disarmed before he could harm anyone else. The only loss of life was that of his boss, Tom. Lori shares that outside of work, Tom took care of his wife, who's bound to a wheelchair and battling advanced stage 4 cancer.
Did I ever in a million years think somebody would bring a gun in and shoot somebody? No. My brother, least of all. My brother played Santa for kids, for people in nursing homes. My brother was no doubt the kindest kid, and I wish he would have shot me instead of him. Chad, why didn't you take me instead? Why didn't you take me instead of Tommy?
Are you feeling any remorse for what you did today?
It's probably going to hit me later on, but as of right now, I'm just like, it happened. I can't control it. Yes, I do want to cry because, honestly, it could have been avoided. Yes. I know it was wrong. I know it could have went another way. But hey, it was my choice. As a human being, you make choices that you got to deal with. So now I had a body on my hand, and I'm probably going to be looking at a long time for this. So now I just rocked.
Do you think you should be forgiven for this?
No.
What do you think that should happen to you?
Bury me. Bury me.
Here we go, trying to make everybody seem like they're
Take me
angels.
to rock. That's just the way.
Oh, I'm saying. To everybody else, he probably was an angel. To everybody else, he probably was an angel. To everybody else, everybody in the family probably was amazing. Oh, the kindness. To me. The kindness, kindness. To Black Jerry. I'm sure Black Jerry would have different words. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I agree with Jerry's actions and choices.
According to court records, Jerry Motley Jr. was ultimately charged with homicide, first-degree murder, multiple theories, assault with intent to murder, weapon carrying with unlawful intent, and 2 counts of weapons felony firearm. A jury found him guilty on all counts, and on August 7, 2025, he received a cumulative sentence of life in prison without parole. If you'd like to see select new videos early and
that's
help us
just how the cookies uncrumble. That's how the cookies crumble, excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I've said my piece, bro. I said what I had to say. Yeah, Jerry was dead wrong. He has to serve that time. He took 2 people's lives. You didn't need to take those people's lives. And now he got to do all the time for it, okay? I chatted this whole video. Y'all know my thoughts. W video, bro. W video. Sue these niggas, bro. Hit them where it hurts, y'all. Hit them where it hurts.